Hey guys, my name is Kailash and in this video we are going to see how you can set up the ExcelSirJi Add-in which comes free with Data Academy subscription. So when you will receive ExcelSirJi Add-in, it will come like a zip file as you can see here. So the first step is to unzip it, right click and then extract the data like this. This way the zip will become as a folder and inside the folder this is the add-in. Okay, so how you can set up this in your Excel? There are two ways. Way one, simply just click on this file and which will open the Excel application and you will notice a new ribbon ExcelSirJi, right? So this is the one which gets added, but there's a small drawback to it. Means if you close the Excel file and reopen a fresh one, then it will not come. In that case, what you can do is you can set up this ExcelSirJi add-in using file option. From file, go to options and then in add-ins, here you should be able to get that option, manage Excel add-ins. Click on go and browse the same file that we have unzipped. So it was there on the desktop. So let me browse that. Here is the file. Now I'll browse it like this and you see it gets added here as well as ticked. And if I click OK, this time also it got added. But the good thing is this time, this Excel ribbon will continue to be there when you will reopen the file. Okay, so the setup is done. Now what else we have to do? We have to use a Google Gemini API key. And how we can do that? From settings. So in settings, you can see a Google Gemini API key is mentioned and a model. So you need to know about few things. The first thing is that how to create that API key. So the link is also available here. I have got it opened already. So here is the first link, a detailed article on how you can create the Google Gemini API key. Okay, now here I will open the same link as it is mentioned, Google AI Studio, and here is the studio. Okay, and what we have to do is, if you have not logged into Google AI Studio yet, it is free to log in and then click on Create API. Very simple, just click on it, it will generate it. And here you see, select a project from existing and you can create a new one, fresh project, create, and it is going to generate an API key. Okay, and here is the API key and you can copy this one like this. And in your Excel, go back to there and then you can use this API key like this. Okay, we also need to know about models as well. Now, let's go back to an article again here. These are the models which are made available by Google. So you can see Gemini 2.5 and there are certain information about for what purpose you can use. And we are going to make use of Gemini 2.5 flashlight. Now, why is that? Because of the limit. So there is one more article which I'm going to open. Here are the limits. So we are going to make use of free tier and there are three informations about any tier, which is request per minutes, then token per minute and request per day. And if you see, more or less it has, this one has got the maximum, right? And that is what we are going to use. Okay, so let's go back to Excel and see here. So here we already have this selected, so that's fine. Click on Save. Okay, so that's what you have to do. Now it's time to use ExcelSirJi Add-in. For that, we are going to open a sample data. So here is the sample data and what all we have got. It has got three sheets: orders, product list, and discount. In order sheet, we have got order ID, product code, region, unit price, discount percentage, and final price. And these are the columns which we want to generate using ExcelSirJi Add-in. For that, unit price, we are going to bring it from product list, this price based on the product code. So basically, we have to look up this code into product list and get the price. Same way, we need to get the discount based on region from discount sheet. Okay. And finally, the unit price minus discount, we need to calculate the final price. And we are going to make use of ExcelSirJi Add-in to do this task. So let's click on ExcelSirJi ribbon and here AI formula. So we are going to create a formula for it. So let's see. So what all we have to select, it says where is your data from which you want to extract information. So this is my data. Okay. And data to be extracted by comparing. So that is my reference data. So this one. Okay. Like this. And what I want, basically, I want a formula to get unit price from product list sheet based on product code, right? And where the formula needs to be inserted? Here, right? And let's click on get formula and see what we are able to get as a response. So we got this response. Let's click on insert to sheet and see what happens. So what it is doing, we look up B2, which is correct. So it is able to get it properly. And as an example, let's see product 005 here 600, and we are getting 600. So first formula, we got it correct using AI. So now it's time to get the second formula also using AI. So click on it. Again, we have this data and we need to refer discount sheet and the formula. I want the formula to get discount percentage from discounts sheet based on region name. And where the formula needs to be inserted? Here, right? Get formula. Okay, so this time also looks fine. And let's see, is it working? We'll check this time. East region. So East region, we have got 15% and here also 15%. So this formula is also accurate. Final price we need to calculate based on unit price minus discount. So again, one more time, select the data range like this, and there's no comparison from in this case. So I'm going to leave it blank. And what we want is, so I want a formula to get final price by subtracting discount percentage from unit price. And where the formula needs to be written? Here. Get formula, let's see what we get. Okay. Click on insert to sheet and let's see, is it working fine? We will refer this one. So basically it is getting this amount, which is D5, which looks fine, and 1 minus the E5, which makes sense because we need to reduce the discount percentage. So this is also accurate. So using AI, we got 3 formula and perfectly fine. Okay, the next one is to use the VBA code, the AI generated VBA code. For that, we have a sample data again. So on the desktop, I have got a folder where there are 4 sheets. Week 1, 2, 3, 4. And what it has got? Let's see. So it has got the employee details along with their weekly hours. So this is week 1 data, and in week 1, how many hours they have worked. Same way, we have got week 2. It has got some more employees data, week 3 and week 4, same way. Now, what we want is, we want to make use of our ExcelSirJi Add-in to consolidate this entire data into one sheet. So let me close this and open a new workbook. Okay, so I have opened a new workbook. So let's go to ExcelSirJi Add-in and here VBA code. So where is your data? Basically, the data is on desktop. So I'm not going to select that because it's a range. So I'm going to make use of here, like I want a VBA code too. So basically, I'll be writing the entire requirement here. For example, I want a VBA code to consolidate data from each file saved at in folder this. Okay, in a new workbook. Let's see what we get. Click on Get VBA code. Okay, we are able to get it. I see some issues. There are double slash which are mentioned as a path. So we are going to fix it, but let's see how it works. So click on Insert to Module. Done. And now let's press Alt F11 to go to the coding window, and here the code is already pasted. So the path looks incorrect. So let's fix the path. So basically it was something like this, right? So let's see, is it correct? Not very sure, but at least look at the path here. So here it is commented, that's fine. So let's run it and see what happens. Perfect. So it has got actually the data, and we had 70 records, and how many we have got? 74. That includes basically the headers as well. Can we use again AI to remove these headers? Let's give a try. So again, go to ExcelSirJi Add-in here. Here is my data basically, right? So I'm going to select this time the data. Let's see, I want a VBA code to remove the headers in between the rows. The way to identify the header is that they are bold in font. I don't want to remove header from row 1. Let's see what we get. Okay, let's insert and see what happens. So very small code though, but let's see. Can we delete? So here it is starting from row number 2, which makes sense actually. So let's see. We had 74 records, right? So let's click on it. Now, after removing the header, we should be left with 70 plus 1, which is 71, right? So you see that we were able to get almost accurate VBA code directly from AI. So using ExcelSirJi Add-in, you can make use of free tier of Google Gemini, and you can make use of this ExcelSirJi Add-in to automate your task. Okay, now we are going to talk about few more things, which is like creating a folder structure using ExcelSirJi Add-in. For example, let's click here and we have got two options, create folders or copy folder structure. So let's click on generate sample sheet. So I'm going to close this. So basically we have to write the folder structure in this format so that the add-in can create those folders. So let's use this only for now. And we are going to create these folders on our desktop. So we have got test folder 1, and inside this, we need to create these folders. So let's go back to Excel and create this folder as well. So here, create folder structure, and here it says base folder, where you want to create the folder. It was on desktop, right? So let's go to desktop, here, test folder 1, and select the range, including header. So we need to select the range like this, and click on create folders. Okay, and all are green. That means it is done. Let's go to the folder and see. Yes, so the folders are created, right? You see the folders are created fine. Now let's copy this folder structure to the other folder, which is test folder 2. And before that, I'm going to copy a sample file, for example, this one, under folder 1, and let's see, can we copy this file as well, which is the zip folder as well. So let's go to ExcelSirJi Add-in and then copy this folder structure. So create folder structure, and here from where you want to copy folders and subfolders. So click on this and we have it here, right? So let's click this, and at what destination folder needs to be created? In test folder 2, right? So let's click inside this. Do you want to copy the file as well? Yes, right? So let's click on this and copy. Okay, it was fast, right? So let's go to the folder and check whether it worked fine. So let me close this one. Here, test folder 2. Okay, so here we have got 3 folders. Yes, the file is also there, which is our zip file, and the other folders are also created. Great, right? Let's see another feature of ExcelSirJi Add-in. So the next feature is file consolidation. So we have got two options here: consolidate files from a folder and consolidate sheets from an Excel file. So first we are going to make use of this one. For that, we can make use of the same folder, the week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4 data. And let's see if we can make use of this add-in to consolidate this data. For that, let's browse the folder. We had our data here, data for consolidation. Let's click on it. And which sheet the data needs to be consolidated, the active sheet, or you can give a name as well. So I'm going to stick to this. Which row to be used as header in case the row is not on the first. In that case, you can make use. And my data contains non-blank. In case the first column has some empty rows, in that case, you can select which column to be used for non-empty columns. So I'm going to leave this because my data did not have any blanks. Where data needs to be consolidated, let's select here the cell and let's click on Start Consolidation. It was fast, right? And we have got the logs as well. As you can see, it has opened each file and it has got the data. And how many we had this data? We had 70 records, right? Yes, we got 70. So this is how you can consolidate different files. But if you have the data in one Excel file, for example, let's have a look at one more file. So here I have a sample file and it has got the similar data but in different sheets. So we have got week 1 data, then data in week 2, week 3, week 4. And what we want is we want to consolidate this data into one sheet. How we can do it is using our add-in. So here in ExcelSirJi, click on File Consolidate and this one, Consolidate Sheets from an Excel file. Like this, select the file which is on desktop. I'll click like this, and then where the data needs to be consolidated, it's here. Click on Start Consolidation and let's see. Yes, so this time it is actually opening one file, but it is referring all the sheets and consolidated this data, right? And again, we can verify we have got 70 records. Great. The last one that we are going to talk about is bulk emails. So here we have bulk emails option. Now this feature works only when you have a Outlook installed. So if you do not have an installed application of Outlook, this may not work. So here, as you can see, it has got an option, select Outlook mailbox. So it is fetching the different mailbox that you have in your Outlook. I have got 2, so that's why I'm getting 2 options. So for example, I'm going to select the first one and mail importance if you want to send a high importance mail, low importance mail, like that, and drop the email. And here is the range that we are going to select where our 2cc subject line are there. Let's create a sample first. So here we have a sample. Let me close this. What we have got is subject to CC, email body, attachment path, and then status. So attachment also you can give. I'm going to remove this for now. So let's see if we can copy this to 4 more rows. So basically, we are going to make use of this add-in to generate 5 sample emails. And let's name it also so that we can verify. So this would be test email 1. This can be 2. This can be 3. This can be 4. And finally, this can be 5. Okay. So let's go to bulk email and then use the first mailbox and we are going to use draft. I don't want to send the test emails directly, so let's use a draft option. And here we are going to select the range like this, okay, and click on generate. So as you can see, the mails are getting draft. And let's go to Outlook and check the draft folder whether the mails are there. So here I'm in the draft folder, and as you can see, the mails are actually there, right? If we could have given the path of the files, then the attachment would also be there. So ExcelSirJi Add-in is really good, and as you see, it has got the AI element which you can use it for free using Google Gemini API. And you can get this add-in for free if you have got our Data Academy subscription.